What's up, Alex O Crypto here gonna show you exactly how I set up my charts from start to finish. Here's the Bitcoin price, and I will show you how we get all set up here. Now, shout out to you guys, shout out to the Otter Gang. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Now, how do I start? How do I start with all these things? Now, first of all, I want to look at certain things, okay? I want to identify one thing. We're in an uptrend. We came down from a downtrend in a bearish market, right? We are consolidating sideways here. You can see that we are moving downwards, but we've had a bit of relief here. There is some key support, there's some key resistance, and I'm going to be aware of that along the way, okay? So that's the first thing I'm gonna do. Secondly, I'm going to pull a volume tool, okay? Now I'm gonna come all the way back here, which is a bit much, but you can see here we can identify some key levels of volume, some key levels of support and resistance, and we can find a range that I'm looking to trade, okay? We can also identify where the big volume gaps are if we were to make a big move, and where our stops are to the bottom if we were to drop, okay? Now, these are very important to have a general outlook. Now, we can see here we've come up massively and we are slowly coming downwards, but we are in an uptrend, okay? So this is all on the weekly. This is just a quick way of identifying that. Now I will take the FRVP, I'll get rid of this one, and I will pull it locally. So I'll start somewhere around here, and I will look here. Now I will get a range here. Now I can see that there's a clear volume pocket down here that we've gotten out of, and then we are clearly trading in a clear volume up here. Now, this is very important to note that this is our current range up here, okay? So now that we've identified that range, I will zoom into here. I will go on to the daily, and I will adjust my plan, okay? So we have that key volume down here, we have the downtrend here, and we have the value area high up here holding us up, okay? So I'm going to look to trade this range. We can see that we've had a clear rejection off of the value area high slash the low of this volume range right here, identified by this support and resistance line, and we are pushing our way back up, trying to change the structure of this down move, okay? So identifying these things along the way is very crucial into having a profitable trading plan. So now what can I do? Well, I can take a volume profile yet again, and I can break it down even smaller. So as I'm moving down through the time zones, I'm getting smaller and smaller and more niche into where I'm looking to trade. Now I'm gonna assume that I'm just below the value area low here, okay? So we came below it, we've popped back up, and now can we flip this into resistance? Now I'm gonna mark the point of control here, right? And I'm probably gonna label these things as I go, just so that I have a better idea, okay? So the POC is now labeled here. We can put a horizontal here. We can go to value area high as well, right? So now that I'm developing a range, I can see that we have key levels of support and resistance, value area highs, value area lows, and ideas of where price can go. We can see the main support is right here. So I'm going to draw a box underneath this main support. Now we don't want to lose this in order to stay within this range. Now you can see very clearly now that we have some ideas. We have a point of control, a value area low. So what happens when we're in something like this? You can simply see that we are in a downtrend, okay? So I can draw a beautiful trend line here, and I can identify that we're just over the middle of the range. We've popped above the value area low, and we're looking to continue upwards and change this market structure. The market structure is very simple to see, that we are making lower highs and possibly getting rejected throughout this channel, okay? Very easy to note. So what am I looking for up here? Possible shorts and possible longs if we get a failure downwards, okay? So we're looking for this to hold. We have weakened volume, so we zoom in even more, okay? So we have these levels. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull key Fibonacci retracement levels. So I'll go swing high to swing low, right? I will get an area here. This will be a very key area. And I'm sure that we can also pull a volume as well, and this will match up nicely. So let's pull a volume. Where do we see within this range between these two lines that we have the volume? So I'm going to come all the way back to here because I know that there's volume down here. Okay, look at that. We have the volume cluster, and you can see simply here, when we draw this out for you guys, you can see we have a bulge there and a big bulge here. Okay, so this is telling me that this area is our beautiful, beautiful range. Okay, this is our range. And we also have another point of control here, right? Very, very important, okay? So we'll mark a horizontal there as well. So Fibonacci golden pocket, key level point of local point of control that you can see even here, we came up, we touched it, and we gotten rejected here. If you were to even take this all the way down, that was a 2% move. With a little bit of leverage, you would have made some nice money. Okay, so we have a better idea. Now let's get into the 4 hour. We have that Fibonacci below us. Now let's see if we can pull a Fibonacci from the low to the high, and we can get another confluence throughout here. You can see here we got the lows, and this key level here, and this Fibonacci golden pocket. So what I will do is I will flip this, and I will put this box here, maybe stretch it out a little bit to the bottom of these wicks, and now I have my range. So I'm set up for this area. I know that we're in a downtrend. We're looking to reject. We can also go back to drawing out this beautiful trend line if we want to add confluence to our trades, but we can have a good idea of here of where we want to stay above and below and where we want to look for trades. Now, when we get into the 4 hour, here's where I can identify what patterns, what things I'm looking for. I can see that we've come down and down and down, and now we've put in finally a change of market structure. You can see the push down, right? But we weren't able to get above the previous high. So what we can see is that we've now put in a change of market structure, that we've printed a higher high than this one over here. We're not continuing our way down like this. We have now come down like this, and now we've come above this high. Okay, change of market structure. So what we're looking for is for this price to come here, possibly down to here, and bounce up. So I'll be looking for a long here, and I'll be looking for a rejection up here. Okay, two key levels of areas where I will be looking to trade, where I can take a short or a long and look to make some profits. Now that is just a simple way of how I set up my charts, breaking it from big down to small and adding confluence to it. Now with Bitcoin, we can add confluence through the DXY. We can add confluence through the S&P 500. We can also get an oscillator such as Market Cipher B or stochastics, RSI, and add more confluences to our trades. But this gives us levels in order to trade and be more profitable and look for a price to have a reaction when it comes to these key levels, maybe a bullish divergence, maybe a bearish divergence, right? Maybe some exhaustion with a green dot, which can push us higher, or some sort of exhaustion up at the top, double top pattern, and a red dot with confluence there. So there's many ways to trade these things, but this is how I simply lay out my charts, add confluences throughout, and look for trades within these zones. I wait for my trades to come to me, and then I'm able to pounce when I see an opportunity. I hope this helps you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found value in this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.